2016, we watched a little clip. A man called John and he gave us a little tip. This blue dot Texan, he really likes to yell, and most of the time it's to tell Donnie to go to hell. The Democrats say we need to impeach, but for some unknown reason Nancy doesn't reach. Nadler said we could take him by surprise. If we just found his taxes, we could find out all his lies. Now we call our congressman every single day, but now the money always gets in the way. Blue Dot family is very, very strong. We all owe it to a man that we call John. Travis and John, we think you're number one. With our Blue Dot family, we're always having fun. If you like my story and you really think it rhymes, I think my Blue Dot family should sing it one more time. So my story's over and I really gotta go, 'cause I just see John post another show. For my Blue Dot family, I hope this goes so well, because then we'll see Donnie go straight to jail. So become a member of our Blue Dot family. You can be like John and say, "Are you shitting me?"
Are you shitting me? Are you shitting me? Eve Adams is in the room tonight. I see her in the comments. She's all the way over there from Germany, and I want to call out Terry Montgomery. Yes, indeed, dear. You were the first one to pop in there, and along with Randy Kerbin and our own Monica Burns from JBS over there. We're glad to have you. I've started my day off pretty good, talking to a few Blue Dots. I got to talk to Donna Bonacosi this morning. Had a nice little chat with her up in Massachusetts, and then I got to talk to Connie Burnett for a little while, one of the Blue Dot sisters, Connie Burnett and Tamara Harrington. Which I've noticed on the Facebook there, Tamara Harrington sure has been going to a lot of festivals here lately. Seems to be smiling a lot with her husband right there out drinking beer. Y'all are just having too much fun, baby. I hope that move goes smooth for y'all. Anyway, it is Sunday, baby, and ooh, lordy, it's Sunday, baby, and I don't want to get distracted too quick here. It's time for our Blue Dot family meeting. I hope y'all had a nice weekend. It's been a beautiful weekend down here. It's rather hot, so I'm ready for a little cool weather to come in, but boy, howdy shit. Oh, I know what I forgot.
What'd you forget?
My oyster shell.
Oh, I can go get it. You want me to go grab it?
Yeah, go grab my oyster shell, and might as well bring
Jenny
in. Yeah, okay, yeah. I want to brag on a little piece of artwork I got. But, yep, we woke up today to a little bit of news that Donnie, or yesterday actually came out, that Donnie had canceled a meeting with the Taliban, baby. We was going to have a meeting with the Taliban in Camp David. At Camp David, we was going to have a meeting with the Taliban in the week of 9/11, the Memorial week for 9/11. Wednesday will be 9/11. It'll be a Memorial Day. And so what better time to, prance over a few Taliban to have a meeting to discuss peace. And one of the things that really stuck out at this little meeting is the wars in Afghanistan. We're going to meet with the Taliban, and there is nobody from the Afghan government there to represent anybody. So, or for the meeting that didn't happen anyway, because he called it off in the last minute brainstorm, I guess. Are you shitting me? Somebody might have finally got to his ass and say, hey, what are they doing here? What are they doing here? And why do they got to meet with your ass? I think it's just a disgrace all the way around. But it's nothing new. You know, he had the Russians in the Oval Office. What else you gonna? You know, it's right up his alley. You know, he'd have Putin in the Oval Office, Kim Jong Un in the office. He'd bring everybody in there. Oh, slice and dice. Everybody gets a turn, because he has no integrity. He has no morals or anything, and it pisses me off. You got him?
Yep.
I want to brag. Well, you want me to hold him up to this one over here?
Well, I can do that, or I can do it so you don't have to
Okay.
break your shoulder.
Or whatever. Yeah. I got a little bit of artwork from Carol Lee Batson, one of our Blue Dots up in Maine, and it's not the first one. I want you to show the first one first. This is my Jenny, my donkey. It's not up. Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
Closer. It a bunch closer. A little closer. All right, back it up just a hair. Right there. That is an oyster shell with my donkey, which is precise. That's just what she looks like, painted on the inside. And that is from Carol Lee Batson. And we've had that for a while. We have a couple other pieces of artwork that Carol Lee has sent us. Well, yesterday in the mail, we got another gift from Carol Lee. And y'all know our goat Boomer just recently passed away. We lost him last Sunday. And this is what, a little closer. This is what, up a little bit. That is what Carol Lee Batson sent to us. That is Boomer, and that is a spitting image of him. And it is just, it warms our heart. Mama choked up when we saw it because we were going to miss him. But the good thing is that we have him on that oyster shell, and he can hang right next to, which he does, out on a little tree out there, a little ornamental tree there that we have out in the living room on the tree. And so Carol Lee Batson, baby, thank you very much. Your artwork hangs in my house, and I'm so proud of it. I'm proud of all the things I get, but those that's a special touch, baby, and my family appreciates it. We all appreciate it here in the house. I just wanted to brag on that because it is just so special, and she has a talent for doing that. Inside an oyster shell, who would have ever thought? And it's just so perfect. But I'm amazed at the size and how detailed it is, and we're going to be tickled at that for years to come. Anyway. We got a lot to look forward to this week, baby. That's what I understand. There's hints that there might be talk of, wait for it, impeachment. Who knows? It's been talked about, been talked to death, actually. But there's talks that they're going to start the impeachment inquiry hearings this week. And I'm beyond ready to go for that shit. I'm ready as ever will be. But we got that to look forward to. We have the Democrat are going to have another debate on Thursday. What channel is that going to be on?
One that we're not streaming.
Okay, well, if it's on public airways, we can stream it, right?
Do you want to risk another 3 months tacked on to what we got going on?
No.
Yeah, we got to be careful.
Well, we'll be careful. We'll figure it out. But we got a debate coming up on Thursday. And I want you all to all know that Donnie was busy today because today is International Literacy Day, so his staff was busy pointing out the pictures in My Pet Goat, a book made famous by the other dumbass Republican we used to have in there, George Bush. Anyway, Congress comes back tomorrow, baby, and there's a lot on the table. And you got some.
Oh, I'm just getting it set up. Keep going.
Okay. Yeah, we've got things to look forward to this week, but the biggest thing I got to look forward to is the Congress is coming back into session, and I want to see some shit happening. I want to see feathers fly. I want to see kaboom, kabow, little clouds coming up and dust. That's what I want to see, just like in the old cartoons, because I want to see some action out of our house, and I think we all do. And on that note, I'm going to dip into the live chat here and want to welcome Dennis Valadez. Dennis, how you doing, buddy? How's the health?
Oh, I'm hanging in there, doing pretty decent.
Good deal.
Still walking every day.
I see Travis downloaded that app that you got on his phone. Ain't it the same app?
Oh yeah, the tracker app that reminds me how lazy I am every day. Yeah.
Lets him know how much he ain't walking. So,
Yep.
but Dennis, we're glad to see you here, buddy. We missed you a couple. I missed you once just because I didn't see you down there and you was being quiet. But I'm glad you're here, buddy.
Yeah.
So,
Always glad to be here, John.
thank you, thank you.
I miss Dennis, but at the same time, I mean, we're trading shit on Pokemon Go, so it's all good. Or not trading, but sending gifts or whatever. So
y'all been active, just leaving me out of the loop. I see how y'all are.
you got a phone. Join in on our
I see how
shit.
y'all are. I wasn't asked. I wasn't no Pokemon from a.
Oh, come on.
I'm sure I could learn though. I'm sure I could learn. Right, Velda?
Yep,
How are you, dear?
I'm doing just fine.
And your weekend? How did it go?
It's gone pretty well.
Good.
Other than for I've got a few more gray hairs from what I've been reading.
Nah. What are we gonna do? You want to know an amazing story? I'm serious as a heart attack on this one. I looked at Marcia last night and I said, "Hey, honey, guess what I found?" And she said, "What?" I said, "A black hair. It's in my beard. It's. I could find it again if I had time. Oh wait, no. Well, I think I had it. It's there, baby. I got one that's black all the way down from my chin all the way down. It's the only one in there probably, but."
Okay, now we can call you Blackbeard,
That's
right?
right. I'm Blackbeard now. That's one is enough. Maybe one's enough, but I was surprised as hell to find that one. So yeah, I know all about gray hairs. Well, how you doing, Aussie Dave?
All right, buddy. All right. You can dye your beard blue, mate.
Yeah, that has been discussed. It has been discussed. Might as well do something with it while it looks pitiful.
And you can get a blue Sharpie for that.
Yeah. I happen to have my Sharpie right here, in case we have to alter anything, to make anything clear for somebody. We can
Exactly.
Circle it. I was on the Tim Cormal show earlier. It will be out this evening sometime, and I'll share it on Facebook and whatnot. But that was a big topic of conversation. There was the Sharpie deal going on with the map there.
Sharpie Gate, huh?
Yeah, Sharpie
There's
Gate.
also the case of whether the people in your country donate money towards the relief of the Bahamas and that, or they buy a Sharpie pen.
Yeah.
It's a hard decision to make. To buy a Donald Trump Sharpie pen, or do I donate to help people?
Yeah, well, some of them minions are going to go for the Sharpie pen, I guarantee you. But there has been a big outpouring of others in the country that have been stepping up, and that makes us all feel good.
The good people are stepping up and doing the right thing.
Right, that's it. Hey, Bud Man, how are you?
I'm doing good.
Good. I'm glad to see you here. We're here a little earlier. Glad to
It's good.
get everybody accommodated in. Your weekend's going good, I presume?
But every day's a weekend for me.
Oh, outstanding. I love that answer. That's right. I don't give a shit what day it is. And I'm the same way. It doesn't make well, it does. I want y'all to know how dedicated I am because Dallas is playing football right now, but it's early in the season. I'll catch the highlights later, but I'm dedicated, baby. Can't be any more dedicated than that.
I see they have some earrings out for Dallas fans.
What's that?
They have some earrings out for Dallas fans.
Earrings? Do they? What? I haven't seen them.
Have you seen those?
No. What do they look like?
What it is? It's an earring with a little roll of toilet paper on it, so you can.
Yeah. I knew it was coming. I had to set you up, baby. I know there had to be a catch somewhere in there. And there you
haven't seen those?
No.
I
hope not to need them this year. Sucker. All right, cut his ass off. Who let him in this room anyway? God damn it. All right. Hold on, Bud Man. I got to talk to somebody I like. How you doing, Yogi?
I'm doing fine, but the real game is going to start at 8:30 tonight.
Oh, kiss my ass. All right, let's go to the next guy. All right. What is this? There's a room full of damn haters on Dallas. Oh, Lord. I'm in here alone, baby. Who's playing tonight? Yogi?
Steelers and the Patriots.
The Steelers.
The cheaters and the greatest team that ever played.
The Steelers. I give a shout out. The Steelers are a proud team. Oh, Lord. Brain fart. Lost the name. There's a young lady up in Pittsburgh that every season, and I'm sure if not already, there's a message for me in there from her, Amy, and yeah, we talk back and forth. We talk smack. We praise each other's team, the Steelers and the Cowboys, all season until we get near each other. And then it's, well, it turns ugly. It gets bad. but we don't let it interfere with a friendship. So, Bellica, are you in here, baby?
So I am.
You don't hate the Dallas Cowboys, do you, darling? Please? Do you?
Well, I don't.
Oh, you're hesitating.
No, come on. Now, wait a minute, John.
Okay.
I'm not really a fan of football, period, so.
There you go.
But
doesn't matter which way it goes.
But I'm sure that if you were, you would pick God's team, the team ordained by the lightning bolt. I'm swearing the whole thing is true. Look at right up there in Leviticus.
What, the Dallas convicts? Dallas convicts? Is that what they
I'm
are?
sorry.
Okay,
This
Gogi,
is
that's
pitiful.
going too
Bernadette,
far.
come save me, darling. Where's Bernadette? She's my friend.
You get no help from me.
Shit, I done lost Bernadette.
I don't care about football, baseball,
God bless me.
nothing.
Okay, how long have you been a communist anyway?
I used to be. Look. Wait. I was from Southern California, and I moved to Northern California.
Right.
I'm surrounded by 49ers fans, which I can't stand San Francisco, okay? So, I just had to give up all the sports
She said it, I didn't.
just to exist.
Okay.
John.
Well, we'll pray for you, Bernadette. Don't worry.
Don't play for me. I don't give a shit about that, okay?
To those who don't care
I got
about...
no skin in none of them games, okay?
To those who don't like sports ball, you could join me over here on the communist side, I guess.
If you're talking Candy Crush or a video game, now we can talk about things like that.
Wait a minute, Bernadette. I'm going to have to challenge you, baby. What level are you on Candy Crush?
Oh, wait. Oh, yeah, John, I'm like 4,300 and something.
Oh, shit. Not me. But Mom, what level is Mom on?
Oh, God,
I know there's a
there
comma
too.
in there. There's a comma.
Yeah, there's a comma.
And it's not a 1 at the beginning.
No.
And Mom has been faithful to that Candy Crush ever since it came out, baby.
I think I'm going on like 5 years, okay?
Oh, Lord. Yeah, that's about how long Marcia's been at it.
And I haven't bought a damn thing from those people. I refuse to buy anything.
No, my wife, she don't buy nothing on that, and I don't buy anything
you don't
on
feel
my...
the machine. It's like giving them the middle finger by playing that game for free as long as you
Absolutely.
can.
Absolutely.
Well, I've already fessed up to my nasty little habit.
When I play those games and I run out of lives,
4,400, somewhere around there.
Wee.
When I play those games, it's like when I run out of lives, I'll just put it away and let it build it up.
No. There's a trick. You can never run out of lives.
No.
All you have to do is advance your time for 3 hours. Come back into the game. You get 5 more lives. Go back, change your time back. You got 5 more lives to play.
You're
I'll play
talking to a
forever.
professional, baby.
I am surprised that
You're
actually
talking to-
works.
Yes, Marcia, my mama knows
It does. It
Mama
does.
knows. I've
that's
been
the
playing that
secret.
game forever.
Okay.
Yeah, because
I don't know if it works on an Apple. It works on Androids.
Yeah, well, it works on Apple too because Mama's got it on her iPad. I swear I don't know why that screen hasn't got some swipe points all the way drilled through the screen.
Oh, I think my screen has groove marks in it.
There you go. Yeah.
John,
Yes, ma'am. Bella.
you didn't ask me who I like.
Ooh, you in trouble!
I'm hesitating. I'm scared. Velda?
I'll ask Velda.
Velda, who is you?
My favorite teams in the world,
Yes.
my 2 favorite teams in this world
I think I remember.
are Dallas Cowboys
That's right.
and the Seattle Seahawks.
I remember the Dallas Cowboys right before you said it. Blow a horn. Ain't there some harps going on when she says that or something? Should have some music. Thank you. Round of applause from the studio audience. I'm sure y'all can hear it all in the background.
No,
Thank you, Velda.
I'm fucking laughing at Dennis's comment.
What Dennis
But
said.
I guarantee you,
Yeah,
John,
sorry, John.
if the
Not
Dallas
a fan
Cowboys
of the Cowgirls, and he lives in San Antonio. I'm dying.
John?
What? Yes, ma'am.
if the Cowboys meet up with the Seahawks
Yeah.
in the Super Bowl,
Yeah.
you're on your fucking own.
Ah, nuts there. Just a daylight fan there.
They
Just,
won't. That'd be impossible.
oh, please.
That's
Come on. We
impossible.
got 5 of them,
No,
baby.
it's not.
We got
Yes,
5.
it is. How
a
can
long
the
time
Seahawks
ago, but we got
Seahawks
5.
and Cowboys when they're in the same conference be in the Super Bowl?
Oh, that's cool. Then we're fine, John.
Oh, good deal. Didn't want to lose a friend over that shit, right?
Hell no.
But that only means one of you can go.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
What was that,
Not
Bellica?
necessarily.
On.
Well, I'll be home watching.
But when's the last time the Cowboys won an NFC divisional game, or even the
They won.
championship
They
game?
won last. Remember?
they lost
Remember they
the
lost.
divisional playoff game.
They beat
They lost
Bundesliga, and they won.
They won the
they
wild
won the-
card game.
Yes, that's the last thing they did.
But they haven't won the NFC divisional or the championship
Don't you
game
hate a guy
since
with facts?
1995.
What's this fact shit?
So, last century, they haven't got to the Super Bowl since last
No.
century.
I know. Just go ahead and rub it in. Just beat me. Just
Hey,
beat me.
I'm like president of the Cowboys Haters Club, so give me I'm just doing my job.
Yeah, we take it on the chin, baby. But I hold fast. What is that? Win,
At
lose, or
least
tie.
they're winning
I'm a
right
Cowboys
now.
fan till I die, even if I hate
At
the
least
suckers
they're
every
winning.
year.
At least they're winning now.
Yeah, I'm not too happy with the owner, but yeah.
Oh, Jerry.
Yeah, Jerry. He's half the problem.
Jerry Jones and his Jerry's kids.
Yep, Jerry's kids. Need to get away from that shit. I remember when Tom Landry had it, baby.
That was disrespectful, Jerry Landry did. I swear to God.
Yeah.
I'm not a Cowboy fan or anything, but the way he outs Tom Landry,
Yeah.
that was very
Yeah.
disrespectful.
Tom, did I say Jerry? I said jeez. Tom Landry, you're
You
right.
said-
I'm sorry. Thank you for correcting me.
Oh, I thought you said Tom.
Oh, Donna Bonacosi, you're leaving me too, baby. She said football become too expensive. It is, baby. It's high dollar. Don't you wish we all got paid like stars got paid, like NFL players or movie actors? Or,
Yeah, but I
you
don't
know.
feel like getting my ass kicked for money. I'm just saying. That doesn't sound like fun.
It's not fun on the body. I guarantee you
No.
that shit.
Or how about brain damage?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some ex-football players are saying it's not playing football. It's like a car crash every time
It
you
is.
hit.
And that's
Yeah.
exactly how I describe it to my friends that watch NASCAR. Everybody at NASCAR is waiting around for the crash, for the wreck. You know it's going to happen. You're all waiting there for it. In football, it happens every time they pull that football out and some guy hikes the ball. There's a wreck coming. And yeah, it's a rough sport, and that is getting a lot of attention. There's a lot of in the news that some NFL players aren't allowing their kids to enter the game because they know the dangers of it. And
Right.
you know, but it is a pull of fame for a lot of people. It's that draw of making.
I watched this little mini series. It was from the San Antonio Youth Football League. Those little 10, 11-year-olds
Right.
playing football. I would never let my kid play it.
Yeah.
Those kids' brains are still developing, and they're playing full-fledged tackle football. It's not right.
Well,
what happened to Trump? I mean, he never played football.
For years.
He was born with a brain defect.
He fell
Yeah,
when he was birthed. He fell on his head.
yeah.
He was
Just
dropped
kind
on
of
his head
plopped
by
out
his
and they
dad.
dropped him or something.
Yeah, they dropped him on his head because he kept wasting money.
Yeah.
Dennis, did I hear you right saying you were a coach?
I was a coach for that league for 3 years. The first year they started filming that show, I switched over to the Pop Warner League
Oh, wow, damn. I
because
didn't know
of
that.
because of I knew how that shit was run and I didn't like it.
Yeah, it's one coach got kicked out for a year because he was being mean to the kids and yelling at them and being very.
There's so much corruption in that league.
Well, howdy. Well, ain't that
And
sad?
uh,
as much as in the White House.
Nah, I don't know if
and-
anything can touch that.
The guy who was running it was actually he came out of our organization. The president of it came out of our organization, so I coached for him. And he's a real jackass too. But his son played for the Cardinals a couple of years ago, tight end.
Boy, howdy.
The NFL won or went on the youth football league.
I was sitting here trying to remember. I think it's the Chiefs. Don't hold me to that one, but Maestro, my friend Anthony Smith, goes by Maestro. His nephew is starting, I think, this year for them. I want to say the Chiefs, but it could be somebody else. He just told me the other day. He's got a lot of football in his family, And I was just seeing him just the other day. He says, "Tell everybody hi, by the way," and that he's doing fine. But anyway.
Wasn't it
Hey,
the
John.
NFL that wouldn't allow Trump to buy a team?
Yep. They don't
Yeah,
want his stinking ass in there.
And,
He
yeah,
sued
they
him.
want to let him because of the the US or the whatever that other
USFL.
spin-off league was. And he took him to court and he lost. He wanted like $3 or something like
Yeah.
that for
Yeah.
punitive damages or whatever.
Yep.
You know, he's about a litigious son of a bitch.
Oh, he is.
Should I say.
You
I'm
can
sorry
put
if I-
anything in
if
the
I got us
world
in
in
trouble
front of the
already,
world's son of a bitch, and that's
but,
what he
you know,
is.
He would sue you for breathing air.
Yes. And he spent
Well-
his life doing that. Everything
Yeah.
in his business considered in a lawsuit. He threatened.
Did anyone see the propaganda show on Fox the other night with Sarah Huckabee Sanders? It was just a big put down. It was one mammoth put down for the Dems. All she did was bag the Dems.
Oh,
Bag
gonna
anything
be her
against
job.
Trump.
That's her
I
job.
could only
And I-
watch 3 minutes of it, and I couldn't watch any more of that vomit.
You
I
know,
seen
that's
straight
about the
away-
only place that windbag could get a job.
Yeah.
I seen straight away from the way she was talking and the way the conversation was going, and every time it moved away from bagging the Dems or anyone against Trump, it got back onto that. She brought it back onto protecting Trump. She's been placed there. She's not got the sack or anything like that. It's all strategy. You go work for Fox, and you will be my representative for Fox.
She has to be committed because look what she's done with herself. That's the only venue she has anywhere to go. Fox is the only one that's going to take her. I don't
But
know
it was
what.
awful, John. She said that the Dems, they get out there and they march. They're violent. We're racist. She was everything they do. She accused the Dems of.
Yep.
They're the racist
projecting.
assholes.
Yeah, they're projecting. And that's what they do all the time. They scream, "Oh, look at you! Y'all are racist because you're calling me a racist because we're pointing out the fact that hey, you're a racist." And I don't know what is that.
This is the reason why we need to get you a shock mount for your microphone because it's the vibration of the table, not only hitting the wire, but it's also hitting the stem of your mic stand.
As long as I just don't touch anything.
Don't touch your stem, John.
Don't touch anything.
Don't breathe.
Don't touch the table. I can't write nothing. Shit. There you go. No, we got to fix that.
You can do that.
That's bothersome over there, but we'll fix it next time. We're gonna have to do it. Mama's done come in here and said, "Y'all, we need to do some rearranging anyway."
Yeah, no,
Mama said we
I
need
want
to redo the studio set to give us more room because half the room is y'all can't see that half over there. We got a lot more room over there. So,
Actually, I might
What
have a
came
quick
out of the
fix for
Comey?
that.
What came out of the Comey thing? What did Comey expose anyone with his testimony in Congress or what?
I'm not aware of Comey's testimony in Congress. When did he testify? He ain't.
Last week.
Oh, Congress is on vacation.
No, Congress has been out for.
Yeah,
they won't be back in until tomorrow.
Yeah, tomorrow's the first day they.
Well, where did he testify? Because on YouTube he testified for 2.5 hours. Where was that? I didn't
That
look
was
at it properly.
last
maybe.
year.
That was a few months ago, Dave.
Oh.
Am I looking at on?
Or he could have been testifying in court. I don't know.
It was
But
to
I
do
haven't seen
something to do with the FBI inquiry into the FBI. I don't know what's going on there, but apparently he was called as a witness because someone's investigating the FBI.
That's it. That's the Inspector General. The Inspector General is looking into all that. Donnie's, imitation. I don't know what it is. Investigation because they're screaming to find something to blame the whole thing on. So if they can just
It's
find.
the whole deep state conspiracy.
Yeah.
That Trump has in his brain.
Yeah.
That everybody in the government's out to get him.
That brain is what we have to worry about. The man spent a
Right,
week.
we don't have one.
He doesn't. He spent a week on this Sharpie Gate shit, trying to.
Yes,
and
because
that's
John,
not what.
John, he did Sharpie Gate to distract you from trying to bring in the Taliban into Washington D.C. or up into Camp David.
Yeah. He did it.
You gotta be real careful with this guy. Every time he has some sort of scandalous shit going on, we got military staying at his hotels now. We have
Yeah.
Pence
Air
staying at
Force.
it. We have the Taliban coming into Camp David, and they were supposed to do some secret deal, but because he can't do deals, that didn't go down.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Well,
And then you've got him taking
And he was-
airplanes landing at his other golf course in Ireland.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, all of that to distract with Sharpie Gate,
yeah.
with the bullshit.
Well, I'll tell you what the Sharpie Gate points out. Sharpie Gate points out a bad situation, and that is that he can control the National Ocean and Atmospheric, and NOAA, who came out with
Yes.
that statement, backing up Donnie, the one that nobody signed. Nobody put their name on that message. They just put a
But
message
it was
out there.
specifically Admiral out of Alabama that did that. That guy that came out for him from NOAA was out
Right.
of Alabama.
Out of Alabama, and he was called out by the National Weather Office for dishonoring their trade. Also, you know, that's what's sad. And we've seen it when he brought out the Homeland Security Director to just boom bah that it was all true. It shows him able to manipulate our government to hide a lie, or to promote his side of a lie, and it's just sad. It's sad. It just points to another factor of the man is incompetent and ill fit for office, and he needs to be ass removed, and that's what this Monday is all about. I'm hoping, because we've heard talk about
But what really upsets me is the bullshit, the fact that they can turn around and accuse and poison the minds of the simple-minded, that the Dems are the enemy, the reporters are the enemy.
Yeah.
He's now put a $2 million commission together to put investigations into reporters' histories and his enemies' histories, just to get anything on social media when they're 15.
That's his game.
When they posted stuff.
That it's what I've said all along about the Republican Party. It's liars, cheats, and thieves. That's what you've got there. And now the Republicans are canceling primaries in certain states. They don't want it. They don't want primary.
Right.
It's the downfall of that party and the loss of it. And I hope this time just destroys the damn party. If nothing in the world will, this will.
One guy on the Democrats is yelling foul. Welch and one other guy is
They got
calling
Weld. They
foul
got
on
now they got Joe
Welch
Welsh,
and
Weld, and somebody.
Walsh. Joe Walsh.
Joe Walsh and the guy from South Carolina that took the hike on Appalachian Trail.
Santorum.
No, not Santorum. Shit.
I can't remember his name either.
No, I just listened to him
Yeah.
today on the news too. Today. Shit.
Begins with a C.
The guy that told everybody he was hiking on the Appalachian Trail. Well, in fact, he was in Venezuela with his girlfriend. That
Wasn't
guy.
that Center?
No,
No.
Rick Santorum's from Pennsylvania. That's the little weasel that ran before, and this guy has always carried the image of, look at me, I got a sweater on here, I'm Mr. Rogers in the neighborhood, I'm a clean cut.
Right, I know
that's
who
it.
you're talking about.
And now he just sucks up to Donnie every time he gets a chance. He's out there singing excuses of why Donnie's an asshole, and the guy has lost any kind of respect at all. He's just a worm. He showed himself to have no integrity at all. He's just like Ted Cruz or Rick Perry, all of them that was bad mouthing Donnie before he got elected, and then all of a sudden turned around and kissed his ass. The integrity of the Republican Party is gone, baby. It's no longer. It's not even worth.
And they can see that Trump's so unpopular that even the Republicans saying, "Well, look, there's 20 Dems running. Someone's going to be president. It's not going to be Trump. Let's give it a shot." They're all jumping in on the bandwagon.
Yeah, that's the only hope that he's got in some areas is the fact that some states are going to try to keep from him being primary. And they're the first one to say, well, look, John, the Democrats did the same thing. Yes, they did. Some states in the Democratic election, Obama's second term, did not run primaries. Main fact was there was nobody running against him anywhere. So
in the Democratic Party.
yeah, Nobody in the Democrat Party was running against him in any state, so there was no reason to hold primaries. So yes, the Democrats did cancel some primaries. Why waste the money? Oh, but the Republicans, oh no. So
it was the guy you were thinking of was South Carolina's Mark Sanford.
Mark Sanford, thank you, baby. I appreciate that. Yes, he was just on the news, and he's tossing his hat in the ring. So there's another.
So he decided to run.
That's what I understood him to say. He was supposed to announce it last week, and he was coming out on whatever show he's on today, and had said that he's going to put his hat in the ring. So that's 3. Where's
he'll just
Mitt
be another
Romney?
one that's denied to primary Trump, because that's what the Republican, the RNC is trying to do, is just deny primaries for the presidential bid.
They don't want him on a debate stage. That's what the RNC is trying their best not to handle here.
Would you?
Because no. If I was his campaign manager, hell no, you're not getting up on a stage making an idiot out of yourself. Shit no. Sit over in the corner, we'll throw you a biscuit. That's what I'd tell him. I wouldn't be working for his ass, but that's it.
You know what? That might work for the Democrats, because if he ain't out there debating anybody else, he'll be rusty as fuck when he get out there.
Well,
come general election time.
He's not going to be able.
No, you need a woman like Miss Warren.
He's not good at debating anyway.
Oh yeah.
You need a Warren to debate him on stage and show him for what he is.
She'd slice him up bad. There'd be
And
blood all over
dice
the
and
floor.
dice.
It would be slice and dice.
He'll
Mac the
call her
knife.
Pocahontas and everything.
Yes, I'm sure she'd be waiting for a comment like that to come out of his mouth. And don't
absolutely.
be thinking about looming over her shoulder.
That's about the time they need the Cherokees from Oklahoma to be in the audience and then just hit the tom-toms.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of in the audience, Velda, the stupid bitch Sarah Huckabee Sanders, she was there. Oh, Trump's this and Trump's that, and guess who's in the audience? Freaking firefighters. They got there clapping, and first responders. Now, were they paid or not to go there?
Probably.
We always have to remind ourselves that there are right-wing nut jobs everywhere we go, in every service, in every branch of government, whatever local, state, federal offices you have around you. There is a wide diversity of people, and some of that diversity includes racist assholes, bigoted assholes, homophobes, you name it, they're in there.
And there's another one, John, that a psychiatrist mentioned. There's a person out there, and there's a few of them, that like turmoil, that like drama. There is people out there just for fun, would like to see the country go downhill, just for
for
shits
entertainment. For entertainment, Dave. That's a lot of them, yeah. And that's where these militias come into play. The guys that ain't never been in the military, but hey, they got an AR-15, they got a flak jacket, they got a canteen, a knife, a K-bar, all this good stuff that they see in the movies, and they got it, and they're ready, baby. They're ready. As a matter of fact, they're waiting on it. They want it.
Yeah, they couldn't make it on the local police force.
No, baby, no. I always point out the fact, hey, you want an AR-15, you want full auto, baby, go into the Army. They'll give you one. They will give you one and point to people that you can shoot at all day long.
They'll give you targets.
Yeah, they just, those people shoot back. But hey, ain't that the game that you're interested in? So, I have a distaste.
That's what I reckon would be funny, John. They should, these fucking hunters, they should arm the animals, make it fair.
Well, not even shooting animals would be. It's just, that's the mentality of a whole lot of them we got. I sat right here in my town during the last local elections for Congress, and was listening to a debate up there, and they had one of the candidates. He didn't end up being one in the race, but when it first started, and he was up there at the debate stage encouraging those in the audience and those in Texas to get their guns, as much ammunition as you can possibly buy, and prepare yourself for the war that is coming. And he was up there on that stage talking to people like that.
And that was right after the Parkland school shooting.
Yes, this is right after the Parkland school shooting, when this man is sitting up on that stage in my city hall down here. talking that shit. We called him out. We got called out for calling him out, but I really didn't give a shit. He's an asshole. He's stupid.
Really quick, before we go any further, I want to welcome Keith to the call.
Oh, Keith's in here?
Keith's in here.
Okay, y'all straighten up. Keith's here.
All right, we won't talk about him anymore.
All right, well, I got to quit talking about Keith. What's up, Keith? How you doing, buddy? How's Minnesota?
He's not bothered with you, man. He's probably.
Got you guys.
Sorry,
I'm late. No, you're good.
Yeah.
You're good.
We was waiting on you. No, we don't want to give you no pressure, but we was all sitting around here playing the Jeopardy tune, just wondering where you was, buddy.
I didn't catch that part, John.
I'm sorry. It was you got a delay. We was doing it for a long time. Just take my word for it. Ask okay. Donnie. He'll back me up.
Believe me.
Believe me, right? People are saying anyway. How you doing, Keith?
Good.
Good.
I love the little clip of Dallas Cowboys being picked on.
Oh, please, Keith. Come on now.
John,
I've been kicked enough, buddy. Come
John,
on. Yes, ma'am.
if I can save up the money, I'll see what I can do at the Hall of Fame, at the Football Hall of Fame. If I can get up there and maybe find you a hat or a mug or something.
Oh, baby, that's sweet of you, but don't be wasting your money on me. I'm sure you probably find better uses for it.
Yeah, by buying merch.
Oh, wait, you're pretty well close up there too, aren't you?
Yes, I am.
Oh, that's what I thought so. I thought so. Yeah, that's
Can
someplace.
you buy me a Sharpie?
Yeah, write it with a Sharpie and that's it. Don't you know? There's been so many memes. I know y'all have seen them. If you got a Facebook account at all, I know they're all over that. Every kind of meme in the world. I like the
Some
one.
of them are funny as hell.
I know. I like the one where they got the six-pack abs, on him and
I
manly
saw
shape.
that one. That was funny.
That was cool. I thought that was rather entertaining. It's the
I
only...
like the big hands. They make the hands bigger.
Yeah, make the hands bigger.
Right.
There's an endless supply of shit now that he has given people to fart around with a Sharpie.
I like the one with the dogs. He's got a Sharpie dog.
I haven't seen
I like
it.
it when it turns into a Mexican.
Oh, that
I
would be
have
good.
seen that one. That was good.
That would be good.
Sharpie are loving this free advertising,
I
aren't
mean
they?
to tell you, don't you know?
I'm sure they are.
We're out of Sharpies. I just noticed that. Honey, run to the store and get more Sharpies. It's going to have a little ticket in play. People are going to have fun with it.
I wonder if Trump has got shares in Sharpie.
I don't know, but he acts like he's promoting them enough. He's giving them enough free advertisement here lately. He ought to get a percentage.
How about a Sharpie with Trump's face on it?
There you go. Oh, they actually have. I'm glad you brought that up, Keith.
Shit color orange?
It should. It should be shit color orange. Yeah. They do have Sharpies with the White House, everything on it that is sold. Yes, they do, because actually, if you notice, Donnie does all his signing with the official, the ones he holds up, he's proud of. Look here, I sign it. He's signing them with a Sharpie. That's what he uses his signature for. And they actually have White House Sharpies that Donnie uses to.
It's selling those pens.
He might have stock in it. He might have stock in the company, because that's exactly what he uses. We was talking about that on Tim Cormall's show today. So when you listen to the Cormall show tonight, you'll hear us talking about the White House gift shop selling them. And there ain't nothing this man ain't got his fingers in. He's a money-making asshole, and that's why he's got the job. That's the only reason he wants it.
Change of direction here. I hear that also Trump's made it easier for his mates to rip off use people with these payday loans. I mean, he's backed off on you being protected from these criminals giving you high interest loans.
Well,
he did that when he first got into office.
Yeah, he did.
No, it was only in the.
There was a commission set up, and Elizabeth Warren was part of it. When Obama had set that up to stop the payday loans, and as soon as he got into office, they went to court
it's the
and
Consumer
they
Protection
won the right.
Agency.
Exactly, they won the right a long time ago to go ahead with the payday loans.
Yeah.
He's just signed the order this week, according to our news, that he's relaxed what Obama brought in, which was protecting these people against the ridiculous interest rates.
Right.
He's relaxed those laws and signed.
Those predatory loans loans are a lot of them are directed straight at our military. You can find those kind of places all around any military installation that you go to, because unfortunately military personnel have to utilize those places. So yeah, it's just another thing that that Obama did try to do something about with the Consumer Protection Agency, and along with the strengthening the EPA and everything like that. That things that he did to try to further our society in a better way. Guess who came along? Donnie the dickhead clown, and he is stomping on everything, and nothing that he is destroying is as far as regulations and rules and everything. None of those are helping your ass. Every bit of the stuff that he is destroying is for business, baby. He is trying his best to move us towards fascism like you wouldn't believe. In a big way. In a big way. If you don't know what that is, look it up, baby. Be aware of what that is. That is corporations, making all the decisions based on what a corporation is going to get, what big business is going to get, and how much of a kickback he gets from them. That's kind of shit that he is slowly trying to steer us towards. And those, I was saying today, that's what's going to be the terrible part of this whole scenario is that we are going to rise up. I really believe this in my heart, down in my bones, baby, and it better come true. This blue brave better rise up in 2020 in a big way and stomp his ass. Because I don't know what I'm going to do.
The one that really pissed me off was the story over the weekend about the military staying at his hotels and flying into airports that are close to his hotel over in Scotland. And going totally out of their way, going north to go south again, which makes a whole lot of sense. And he made something like, I don't know, the airport made $11 million. All of a sudden, his losing charade of a hotel up there has made $3 million. And,
Waking in the dimes,
it's like,
baby.
And the Pentagon was reluctant to release that information.
Yeah.
And that's shameful.
How much does it cost to fill out a C-47?
More than I got, baby.
Let's put it this way. When they go to their own bases it don't cost that much. But when they go to an airport like that one over there in Scotland, they pay full price.
Oh yeah. Nobody's getting a discount in Donnie's place. That's not the way this shit works.
And prior to him becoming elected, he had talked about saving that airport, because that airport's so close to his hotel. He was going to save that airport.
Congress is opening up
he's
an
doing
inquiry
it now.
into the Air Force's activity as far as Trump property is concerned, and I'm glad to hear that because I worked for the government for many years. The government is a very, very, very large entity, and there are conventions and gatherings and meetings that are going on all over the place, all the time. And I'm just, I'm hoping that this investigation might unveil other smaller events booked at Trump properties where they had never been booked before. That's what I want to see, because I'm sure it will, because even small agencies have to have meetings, and if you're in the general area or you want to jet into one area, come on down to the Doral Golf Club and Bribe Collection Center, and we'll have a meeting down here, or some other Trump. Yeah, because
add this to the list of the Benghazi trials that we'll have from now until election day.
I'm hoping they start tomorrow, Keith. I hope, like you said, I hope they Benghazi his ass off, because they need to. And it's not a matter of vengeance or all that shit. I think this is a matter of the integrity of this country. If there has been no president in the history of this country that has so blatantly threw everything that this country stands for in the ditch and threw a finger in America's face saying, do something about it. My buddies are badasses. I got Pootie over here. I got Kim Jong-un. Slice and dice. I'll come over here and cut your cousin up. Some shit like that. That's what he's dealing with. He's not dealing with our allies or anything else. He's here to destroy this country. And if we're not able to stand up to him, what the hell is our democracy for? Because it's not a democracy at that point anymore. It's got to be us, and it's got to be a ground swelling. It's got to be a landslide victory over this man, because Americans have to stand up and proclaim, I don't give a shit how good your economy is doing. America's not for sale for $1. That's what I say, and we better stand up and, do something about it, baby, because this is ours, and it's worth fighting for. A lot of people say, America's lost its way. No, but we've lost our mind for a moment and let an asshole in. How that happened is a long story that started when Obama was elected. It started prior to that on a minor stage, but when Obama was elected and the Tea Party came out and rose up and gave voice to the racist assholes that were tucked away in their little cubby holes and crawl spaces, that allowed them to come out and rise up. And the Trump organization, Russia and all that saw that. They took advantage of that, pumped that racism up, pumped that hatred up. And then what we got is Donnie. And now we have to deal with the shit that was given to us. But
and this guy, Joe Walsh, he's a fucking joke, because he totally supported everything that Trump said, and it was, totally behind his shit.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden he's going to come out and say, oh,
he's seen
when
the
he
light.
was over in
he had a visitation, I
Helsinki,
think.
all of a sudden he had a great epiphany and realized that this man is wrong.
Yep, light bulb came on, all that shit. Yeah, I'm all for Joe Walsh getting out there and
was it an
his ass.
LED or incandescent light bulb?
Yeah,
Because
no, it was an incandescent. We're backing up, baby. And none of that LED fancy, liberal shit that they're trying to push. That's all, it's a conspiracy and all. See, even down to freaking light bulbs. Even down to light bulbs. Are you shitting me?
Laura Ingram was on her show.
Yes.
She whips out a fucking steak with light bulbs and
plastic straws.
Plastic straws stuck in it.
Look at them liberals. They're all going to get mad.
You truly are blonde, huh?
Yeah, that's what she is.
You're giving blondes a bad name.
Because that's what they sell, though, Bernadette. They can sell that to their audience. That's who their audience is. Oh, look at that steak. I bet them liberals are going crazy. Look, plastic straws. I hope it gets stuck up your turtles. That's them. Because they have no concept of how this all works and how we all live together. To them, it's a joke. It's a montage of, hey, we can make fun of them. They all wear leotards, Put a pair on me, baby. Put a tutu on my ass. I'll come right over there and kick your butt. I'll look pretty doing it, too. I'll look pretty doing it, too.
This is a good in-between point to bring up this new thing that we're going to do.
Oh, Travis has a new thing. Wait a minute.
Well, this ain't really a new thing.
It's a new thing, but it's something I think I'm going to like. And we need, I've told y'all before that I was looking for something that I wanted to get more involved in shit. Well, Travis had a thought, and this is his thought.
So basically put, back in the day, I would say about a year or so ago, we were doing this thing where we would write Congress people, like once a week. We'd ask you guys for suggestions of who to write, and we would write to said Congress people. So we are going to bring that back. We don't know how frequently we're going to write. At least once a week would be great. And here's how we're going to do it. So let me see if this works here. So if you go to this link, Tyler and we've been posting this link. If you look down in the description of our video, this should be the first thing you see. This is our Linktree link, which is linktr.ee/a blue dot in Texas. And this is kind of like a central hub to where you can find everything involving us, including our YouTube channel, how to join our Discord, t-shirt shop, and more. But up at the top, you're going to see Write Your Congressperson. And once you click that, you'll be taken to this form. And this form just asks 4 simple questions. Who are you? So we know who to shout out when we pick said congressperson we're going to send a letter to. Who do you want to write to? Why should we write to this individual? And if you have any like web videos or news articles or something that you want us to look at involving this individual, you can copy and paste them here and just submit. And we gather all y'all's information that you send to us. Pick one, maybe once a week, maybe more, maybe less, something like that.
Yeah.
And we will all together write a letter.
Call you out, call out your congressman, tell everybody why you're pissed off at your congressman, and then urge everybody to write to your congressman for pissing you off.
But also, just to be clear here, it could also be about the opposite, which is if you have a congressperson doing a load of good and you want to give them praise, we could also write to them because, encouragement, just letting them know, hey,
Works both ways.
Yes, exactly.
Right.
So, again, go to our tree link, which hopefully you can see that on the screen there. I'll leave that up for a little bit longer. And also, Tyler's posting it in the chat. You can find it down in the description if you're watching on YouTube. It's the first link you'll find down there. And also, for the sake of things, on our store currently, we are running a sale where if you put in the promo code WRITE, W-R-I-T-E, you'll get 10% off your order. Get yourself a t-shirt, helps support the show and keeps the lights on, all that good stuff. And you can also find out how to join our Discord group to join the calls. And all that. Ooh, what?
Oh, I just had a brain fart.
Oh.
Yeah.
You okay?
No, I remembered something.
Do we need to
get excited. I remembered something.
Well, I'm getting excited. So, anyway. So, yeah, that's it. So, yeah, we used to do this all the time back in the day. We used to write people, and we used to be really heavily involved, and we want to get back into that. So, if you know somebody in the local scene or even in the more national arena, please let us know, and we'll start writing postcards together. It's not just us, it's all of y'all.
Everybody.
We all in the group send a letter out to our congresspeople and try to change this shit. Anyway, I'm throwing the control back to you. What in the world are you?
I found it.
What'd you find?
I had it written down somewhere because somebody's name. I was going to suggest to you earlier, but I mean, if you see a Discord tab up there that says a blue-eyed dot, that's their tag, a blue-eyed dot.
Yeah.
That would be our own Donna Bonacosi.
Oh.
I spoke to Donna this morning.
Flipping up on Giants.
Did you hear that, John?
What? What was that? The Cowboys are beating up. Yeah. What's this?
New York's getting beat up by Dallas. So there you go.
There you go. Praise the Lord. Pass the pay. There you go. See, there's hope yet for the universe. The planet could still be saved. Dallas could go to the Super Bowl this year. Pray.
Vikings win. Vikings win.
Dallas, baby.
It's only
It's gotta
game
happen.
one.
I just want one more before I kick the bucket. That's on my bucket list. One more ring for the Dallas Cowboys. Come on, before I go.
Got some bad news for you, John.
Oh, shit, Dennis. See, somebody always wants to come around here with a bucket of shit. What do you got? Go ahead, throw it on me.
Oh, I'm just saying, that's probably not going to happen because they say Super Bowl every year. And when was that relevant? 20 years ago?
Even a broken clock is right twice a day, Dennis. Come on now.
Absolutely,
You
John.
gotta give them credit, baby.
But 25 plus years in the last century.
Hey, we get better with that.
So we've had a little slump. We've had a little
slump. You ain't won like 3 playoff games in like that time.
Send out goddamn 9. Just y'all are picking on me. I can't think anything to defend myself. They haven't done anything lately. They've disappointed me the last year. What's that?
People, leave John alone.
That's right.
Leave John alone.
But what if Trump was a Cowboys fan?
You like the Dallas Cowboys, don't you, Dave?
I do. Yes, I do.
Thank you, Dave. See? I'm thinking about moving over there to Australia. There's probably more Dallas fans over there than there is here. Ooh,
we have a lot of Cowboy fans over here. Yes,
I'm
we
gonna
do.
ask you a question, John.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, Dennis.
If Trump claims publicly to be a Cowboys fan, would you still be a Cowboys fan?
Ooh.
We don't. If that were to happen, oh Lord, I can't go down there.
I wouldn't have him.
No, the Secret Service
My
would
Seahawks
show
are
up.
looking
We
really
heard
good,
about
aren't
what
they?
you said, John, and then I'd be in all sorts of trouble. But
Hey, John, you can join me in the Seahawk branch.
I'm gonna. There you go. There you. No, I'm
We're
gonna use.
the same
I am going to
conference, we're
use
the
the
same-
power of my brain, like Marianne Williamson said, and just will it. I'm gonna will it. I'm just gonna think it in, and then probably at the end of the year, my fucking heart will be broke again, and then I'll
By
be
the
saying
way,
things.
Travis,
Yes.
TW changed his mic.
Alrighty, good deal. I'm bringing him in.
There you go.
Thank you for reminding me.
Hey, John.
Yes, sir, Dave.
I read over here that the dirty Republicans have been trying to pay captains of these ships. They take them into ports where the Americans can seize the boat against Iran. You see that?
I have seen that. Millions of dollars to the captain.
They offered,
not to the crew,
they
to
offered
the
one captain. They offered one captain $2 million to take his boat into close to shore where it could be seized by the U.S. government at an Iranian tanker.
Oh, that tanker. Yes. I'm sorry. I got.
Not just one. They've been approaching all the captains, trying to get the captains to bring the ship over to the American side of the fence so they can seize it.
So we can.
He's trying to start a war.
So we could start a little shit. Look at here. We had to confiscate your ship. Yeah. I don't put anything past this man. Nothing. Before we get carried away too far with that, I want to give a shout out to Martha Oliveira that says, "Hey John,
I read that too.
You know the safest place in a tornado? Cowboy Stadium, because there are no touchdowns there. Ha 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 ha. Funny, y'all. I'm seeing this shit over here. I see your ass, Mitch Goldstein. I see you in there, buddy. I just want to get that out of my way, Dave. Just seen that over there in the comments.
I'm glad you got
this so much.
Oh yeah, but
now leave off the football. The football's going to achieve nothing.
Yep.
Right? It's just going to make John feel bad, you other guys feel good.
That's it. Thank you, Dave.
I did hear something that was very interesting. A Saturday or was it Friday? There may be a vote Wednesday coming up once they get back into session. They're going ahead and starting the impeachment.
Yes, this week.
Wednesday for the vote.
Wednesday for the vote.
I am going to be watching the stations very closely all day Friday.
I will
Wednesday.
be too, baby, because I want to see this. And at last count, I think we had 268 that were for impeachment now. If I'm not got my
plus 80% of the country.
There you go. What more do they need?
But I was also reading something the GOP, Trump's campaign managers say that the Trump's kids are going to be a dynasty to come in the future because Donnie Jr. is going to run in 2024, and then it's going to be Gary Pugh's son, Eric, and then whoever.
Yeah, that ain't happening.
How are they going to run the country when they're in prison?
Yeah,
that's a good question.
They're all in orange. That's because that's where the whole damn family belongs, in prison. And a lot of this, that's how come I'm excited to go ahead and let these hearings begin. Let's start dragging witnesses in. Let's send out some subpoenas. I want this shit out in public, the same way they did
they
Nixon.
said Stormy Daniels may testify
Let's
in Congress.
Get her up there, baby. I want to bring your boobs with you. Let's get them up there. We want to hear you. Tell me how big his dick was again. Hold up that mushroom. Is this right?
Oh, I was just gonna say I don't want to hear his mushroom thing.
Yeah, please, no more toad jokes. No more toad jokes. Really quick, I forgot I brought him in. Hey, TW, how's it going?
Oh, all right. Sorry, I had mic trouble earlier for some reason.
No, you're
it
fine.
Wouldn't hook up into Discord.
Oh, well, we don't want that, buddy. We appreciate the singing every time we turned on the show now. I like that. We like that.
The new song is coming along.
Oh, good.
Good deal.
Keep us apprised of that.
About a week.
There you go.
So.
There you go.
Remember I said a couple of weeks ago that watch out for Donnie if he does leave the White House, he's not going to be disappearing. He's going to start a production company. Well, just watch out for him and Breitbart getting together. That's what I feel.
I still don't understand how he's going to start a production company when he's sitting in jail.
That's what I'm
confidence. I like that. I like that.
Do it from jail.
Yeah. He'll get his lawyers working on it right away.
I mean, his hair might write a book, but I was with this asshole for too many years. That's it.
Don't you know the minute that he goes down, that every stinking scum that worked for him is going to come out with a book. Every one of them's going to. I knew it all along. I was just in there for the money.
We were just there for the cash.
Yeah, I was desperate. I lost my mind. Yeah.
That's like the Sarah Huckabee. She's going to write a book of memoirs.
Oh, I'm sure.
And so is that personal assistant. She's already been offered millions to write.
What's the title? The shit I lied about. That's what it.
I'm a shit policer.
Because because it's ridiculous.
How I got screwed and had to go to Fox and lose my big job.
It's either they're coming from Fox to the White House, or they're leaving the White House going to Fox. It's a revolving door
going
between
back
them.
to Fox. Yeah.
Yes, it's just that's the only place that you can find Trump supporters.
I saw that.
Is in that Fox world.
The thing on the YouTube I saw.
Yeah.
I think it was that one. They have the one guy talking. I don't.
Yeah.
But he showed the little excerpt of the 8-minute, and she just made a fool of herself. It's like, yeah, whatever, okay.
Yeah, that you don't I always tell people, and I say it with all honesty. Fox, that station is the most anti-American bullshit you could put on your TV. It is not there to. It waves the flag a lot. It talks about, oh, look here, I got a Bible here, and I even know how to read it. Don't know what it means, but they know how to read the words. All that kind of shit. That's what they sell. The American flag, patriotism. Look at us. We're the good guys on the right, but that's bullshit nowadays. And if you're too blind to see it, you're too stupid to understand it. They're
Did
not.
Did anybody get to see me? Oh.
Huh?
Go ahead.
Oh,
go ahead. I was just going to ask if anybody seen Meet the Press this morning and had a good laugh and a chuckle.
I got the last half of it. I got to admit, Mama got up and said, "Aren't you on?" Because she knows I watch Meet the Press every Sunday. And this morning I was busy with my iPad, and no, I missed the first half. Was it in the first half? Because if it is, I missed it. Who was talking?
Well, they had the I'm trying to think of they had Kennedy come on, and he was talking about Trump's done this and this for the economy, and Chuck Todd kind of looked at him and he goes, "You're seriously sitting here telling me?" And he goes, "Well, he has," and he goes, "Yeah," and he goes, "And I thought he was going to say, and monkeys will fly out my ass," but he didn't. Then Pompeo, he interviewed him for a few minutes, and it was like, he goes, "Oh, Donnie's done good. I'm going to be here forever." And you're just don't understand. We have the best security known to man. Yeah, you guys have shit basically, and he kind of let them know that, and then they had Klobuchar on, and she was really good. She was like, I know a lot of people don't like me, but she goes, "Hey, we've got to get him out of the house. We got to worry about that."
I think we're going to see more and more of that. There's because we're talking about, like I said, if you're looking for it over there on Fox News, you ain't gonna find it. But some of those Republicans that are backing off of this man, they have to if they want any political life after him. Because he's going to go down in a ball of flames, burn like shit, and everybody's going to know it. There's 13 of them now.
Is running. He announced it.
Oh yeah, the guy from South Carolina.
Yeah.
Yeah. He announced today. I think he's going to run. So.
Yeah.
But I brought that up to somebody did brought it up on Tim's show. Where are the people like Mitt Romney, the moral compass of the Republicans? The good guy, perfectly white, just pitifully white, and Christian and all that shit. Well, he's Mormon, but
they're hiding.
Yeah, they're hiding. Jeff Flake, where was he? Where he ran his mouth before he went out there. "Oh, look at here, I'm a good guy and I'm leaving." Well, we ain't heard from him.
Hasn't said nothing since.
Ain't heard shit. That's tells you a whole lot. Nobody wants to get in all these Republicans. They're all chicken shit afraid of Donnie. And just how much of a coward do you have to be to fess up to that you're afraid of a man that what is he going to call you names? He's going to talk about you on Twitter? Is that what scares you?
Yeah.
It shouldn't.
I mean, even Sanford is going to finally put his 2 cents out there, and he's running.
I'll tell you what, the Conservative Party in this country needs to take a lesson from their counterpart in Britain with the Conservative Party and what they did to Boris Johnson. They walked off. One of them walked right off the conservative side, went over there to the left side to the
and sat right down.
And sat down, baby, right during his speech.
I was watching that.
During his speech, that's courage. That is standing up for the values of your country. You see that happening in this country? No, because they're a bunch of cowards that don't believe in anything that they used to sell. We're physically conservative. We're morally the moral compass of the nation, and we have integrity, and we're patriotic and love the truth. What do you find out now? They're a bunch of asshole thieves, and screw the troops. We're taking your money and building a wall. You know,
they're a criminal organization.
Yes, that's what it is.
Yeah,
it's a crime family.
This morning on there about how many states they're actually taking that from. It was Utah.
Oh, all of them,
Colorado, baby. California.
There's
Nevada.
It's a list.
New Mexico, Texas.
Yes, Texas, Wisconsin, Utah.
They're taking all of this from.
Not
and
only
it's like, are you guys are gotta be
not only here in the
me.
States, we're taking it from Guam, from Bahrain, from stations overseas. We're taking a whole lot from Puerto Rico, just by coincidence. You know.
Bahamas, forget it.
Yeah, I'm proud to see a lot of people stepping up and donating. And if you can, donate to find the right cause to donate to because it is devastated. And if you can afford to donate, you should. And I'm proud to say some of the shipping companies have sent their cruise ships over to pick people up, and there's acts being done that are good, but it's going to take a long time. Just like Puerto Rico, baby, we all have to stand up. It doesn't matter whether they're in our country or not; they're humans and they're suffering. So,
but we haven't heard anything from the Feckless administration about it.
No, he was arguing the point about his being right on Alabama. That was
that's right.
Yeah, that was the important part.
Yeah.
You remember Sidney Poitier, right?
Oh yeah.
Of course.
Yeah.
50 of his family members who live in the Bahamas are missing.
Oh Lord. Not only. It's going to be bad when they come up with a total number, baby. It's going to be devastating.
Where's our hospital ship?
Where's
our hospital ship that's made for these emergencies?
Well, I don't know.
What hospital ship?
Yeah. I
really don't know. You do have a hospital ship. It's currently in South Africa, and it's operating on children and people that can't afford to have things removed.
We only have one?
No, we've got a couple of hospitals.
Yeah, exactly. My point.
Yeah,
we only have one.
Well, if we have one, it should be on its way. It should be. If we have a moral compass in this country, because it's devastating. There's nothing. It's exactly what we have, Keith. Poor leadership. Not poor. We don't have leadership. There is none. Nobody's at the till, baby. Our ship is just wandering lazily out there while they're
asshole out of our house.
They're busy at the side of the boat with nets scooping up money. That's what they're doing. They're not, because wherever the ship goes, they're going to scoop up money. Something flashed up on the screen there a minute ago. It was a hoodie with me running on it, a Naruto Run hoodie.
What? Yeah, and we didn't get an alert?
That.
The picture flashed up right there while you was gone.
Whoa, hang on, I'm gonna go look that up.
But I didn't see a notice come up.
Yeah, I don't have one here either, but it must have worked if you saw the thing.
I did indeed. That's what they are.
They're gonna scoop up money. Something flashed up on the screen there a minute ago. It was a hoodie with.
Oh, that's you. That's feedback coming from Aussie Dave.
Oh, yeah. No, I said that.
Hey?
Well, I'm just reminding you.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna look that into.
It's the voice of the past telling me.
Oh, it's like a Force Ghost from Star Wars or something. There you go.
If y'all can see in the Discord chat, I put a link up for a video I thought was pretty funny.
Who is the Trump?
So they put 7 people in a room.
Right.
And for this subject, everybody's supposed to be a Trump supporter, but one person isn't.
Oh.
And the group has to figure it out who it is.
Oh,
and I guessed right off.
You guessed right off?
Off.
Is it something we can play here?
I would be afraid to only for copyright, because that is someone's YouTube work.
Oh,
right there.
Oh,
I'd wait till you're off and do
it.
Yeah. You can do it afterwards. It's 10 minutes long. It's worth a click. It was a good chuckle for me.
One of those mysteries. I'll have to check it out.
That sounds hilarious, honestly.
They ought to make a new one. Who would cut their leg off to get away from him? Give me that salt!
Yeah. When they get down to 3 people, they have a choice. They can keep playing to see if the mole is still with them, or if the mole doesn't get found out, they win the money.
Oh. Don't tell us. No spoilers.
Yeah, I can't wait to play this.
We gotta play it. So if you got the link out there, maybe you can put it in the chat over here.
It was kind of a hearsay on who was saying they were the chosen one, and it said the 10 most people likely to say they were God.
Yeah, I put the link in.
He's
Facebook,
one of them.
I put it again.
There you go. We appreciate that.
Okay, so
Now,
I don't have a
if you're
name.
rich-
I don't have a name or anybody, but whoever got a Ninja Run pullover hoodie, we really appreciate it. Thank you very
we
much.
appreciate that very
supports
much.
the hell out of us.
Yes, we haven't sold very many, but that one, I'm going to
You're
order
welcome.
me one. Well, there you go.
There you go.
Thank you, Bernadette. Was that you, Bernadette?
You're welcome.
There you go,
Yes.
baby. I appreciate it very much. Tell them who that is when they ask you. Who's that guy?
Now, I'm gonna tell him that's my friend.
That's my friend, baby.
That's my friend.
I went
and
over.
let me tell you where you can find him.
Thank you, baby. Thank you. I went over to Jeffrey's house today. Jeffrey is Maestro's brother, and they were sitting over there. Jeffrey was cranking out some tunes. They do a lot of music. What do they call that? Mixing and producing a lot of music videos and whatnot. That's what they do. And there was a young brother there, and he told me, I said, I like Trump. Holy shit.
Oh no.
I looked Dennis. I said, Jeffrey. I said, Jeffrey, does he don't know what I do? And Jeffrey said, hey, John, it's all up to you. And so yeah, I preached to the kid for a while, and so yeah, it's there's not it was surprising. A young black man who I don't know exactly what he was presenting to himself. He said he wasn't a Trump supporter, but he liked the man. And because he does manly things, when he wants something, he just does it and he gets it, and then that's it, And yeah, we had a nice. I told him, I told Jeffrey and everybody else that when I left there, y'all pray for him, because somebody needs to change this boy's mind around.
Did you hit him with facts of
I did. I sat there and talked to him for a while, and he backed up a little bit. He backed off a little bit, and I forgot what I was telling him when he did back up.
Do you know what he's doing to your African American communities?
Well, we talked about his racism
and that kind of thing.
Yeah, I think what he was doing was just trying to make a statement. Now, mind you, because I got tickled because when I rang the door, this guy came to the door I didn't know, and a Hispanic fellow, and I said, "Is Jeffrey here? I think he's expecting me." Anyway, I come in, and he goes into the den where the music thing is. And he tells Jeffrey, I don't know, some white guy at the door. So I came in there. I said, yeah, it's just me, some white guy. That's me, the only white guy in the room. Y'all make a point to notice that. And it's a great group of guys over there, and that I have fun with. But Jeffrey knew as soon as that kid started talking. Oh yeah, you done brought up the devil. Now let's talk about it. So we did.
I can imagine the reaction.
But
the white fella, long
It's
beard.
hit the fan now, huh?
Yeah, well, where I started to bend him, I think it was when I was explaining to him that because of his youth, and I told him, I said, I see the joy in your face. You're a happy guy. You got a lot to live for. But baby, let me tell you something. The way this man has destroyed the rules and regulations over the environment and everything you're asking, you might as well be happy now, because you ain't gonna be breathing much here in a few years. And I explained not only the regulations in the EPA, but a lot of other things that Donnie has done, it is going to impact his life. And I told him, I said, I remember when I was your age, buddy. I remember when I was 20. Shit, yeah, I had the world by the tail. I knew it all, baby. Didn't know shit. And that's it's not age isn't necessarily what gives you wisdom, but if you pay attention, you learn a whole lot. I don't call myself wise, but I've learned enough shit in life of to be able to figure this shit out before we walk into that voting booth nowadays, because what we do now impacts our future generations for years to come, baby. And
well said, John.
I think that's what kind of turned him around is, you're going to have to start fighting for it now, because by the time you do decide to, well, guess what? We already know what acid rain looks like. We know what it's like to be able to go to the lake and not be able to go swimming, or to the river, or eat the fish or whatever, because of how shitty everything is. Your turn's coming, buddy. You're going to have to make up that decision now.
But let's be fair about one thing really quick.
What?
Anybody who can like that guy because he's a guy, it's like, oh, give me a break. Your taste in people is terrible.
Oh, yeah.
You know what, John? I had a similar conversation with my grandson's other grandmother.
Right.
And she said, too, that she liked him because of how he is and all the rest of that. And when I found out that she doesn't vote, I stopped in my tracks and I said,
Yeah.
I have the opportunity to convince her that she should register to vote. But I think I'm going to leave this one alone, because if she doesn't vote, that's one less vote
That's
for
one
him.
less vote for that idiot. Yeah. Yeah, if they're bending in that direction, don't.
I just said, no, I'm not going to register that one.
No, I never did bring up
Pick and choose. Pick and choose, Bernadette.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
That was an.
But it also made me realize why I feel the way that I have always felt about this woman, and I've known her for more than 20 years.
Right.
Okay, and
baby, you know,
she's dumb. She's dumb as rocks, and so I totally get why she likes him.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Now we have to remember that, you know, the people that used to be that are Republican that we used to be friends with, and I had many of them. We used to be able to get along with them. There was not a great divide between us before this man came along. But now that he is here, now that this divide has been forced upon the country, because now it's not a simple discussion of policy or the budget or anything. No, to quote Joe Biden, this is for the soul of this country. This is for everything that we believe in. That this
You're
man.
on the verge of a civil war.
I always pause.
I
don't want to see that.
When I had that conversation with her, she was under the impression that he's doing the right thing. He's not a racist. I mean, I really sat down and listened to her and let her say what she needed to say about him. And then she asked me, what did I think? And I said, well, I think I better not have this conversation with you, because you ain't going to like a goddamn thing I got to say.
Yeah. Yeah. People don't like being called, being called out for their stupidity.
I did
Even
not
when you do it in
her.
the most.
I would not do that.
Yeah.
But I kept all
try
my
to be
personal
diplomatic.
thoughts to myself.
I do. I try to be very diplomatic.
And just figured I'm not going to register her to vote, because she would vote for him, because she's dumb as rocks.
Yeah.
So
that's sad.
I left
Yeah,
that
they
one
were
alone.
talking about
you
on.
continue to be a non-voter, and I'll be okay with that.
Yeah, that's right. Just stay home that day, baby. That's fine.
And then that way you can stay in the family, and everything will be cool.
What were you saying now?
Oh, they were talking about Meet the Press this morning. They said most people, they voted for him. They had a couple people. They said, "Why did you vote?" Well, he talks wonderfully on TV. And one guy goes, "You're seriously saying that?" He said, "You are seriously telling me this?" And the one guy goes, "Yes." She goes, "I just think he's wonderful." And the one girl goes, "And no offense, this is other presidents in history. They have more brains than that asshole's going down his finger."
Oh man, I'm telling you, there's nothing. The man can't spell.
Lord.
You know,
people will sit there and say that too. I mean, I couldn't believe that she said that. She says, "Well, he's entertaining."
And this is one of them.
You know, he might be an entertainer.
That's
but
all.
that's about all he
and
is.
he was a
and that's
shitty one
all
then.
he thinks he is.
The only one that praises how great he was is him. You know, he was
Sean Hannity.
Yeah, Sean Hannity. Yeah, he's got his tongue stuck so far up Donnie's ass. Yeah, Sean's got a little HUD thing going on. That's what Sean has. He's got a little HUD property thing going on. Getting a little property business going on. I'm sure Ben Carson's helping him out.
Yeah, he's a slumlord too.
Yes,
you mean.
yeah, that's
Ben Carson's probably doesn't even know that he's in it, because Ben Carson's I don't think knows where he's at right now.
Yeah, he's still trying to find the keys to the office. I bet. I don't know. That guy's. You talk, and there's a contract. A man that is a surgeon. Yes, who misses Bill?
I missed it.
Oh no!
Okay.
Oh
Travis,
no!
Leo's up
You
in
gotta see the episode on Pence.
Mm-hmm.
And the pictures that he puts up for Pence. And
boy.
I swear to God, Pence and Ben Carson look about the same for the same reason that Bill Maher stated. So I won't tell you what it was, but you gotta go watch.
Go watch that. Yeah. No,
That sounds like the Ring of Fire when they said Pence is people lie, or because he's not saying anything. They were talking about this on the Ring of Fire the other day, and they said Pence is not being talked about, so that's making him look better than Donnie, and Donnie like that. That's the reason Pence is out.
Boy, yeah.
Well, that's fine, because so is Donnie. I hope.
That's it. Yeah, who wants to go down with the ship with him? What's that?
Travis?
Travis stepped out for a minute. Dennis, he'll be right back.
Get these big mouths shut. That's all it takes.
I was going to say.
Well, he's a chameleon. He has to blend well with the background.
Yeah, he's just got to stay.
You know, stay out of sight, stay out of controversy. Because since he opened his mouth, now there's going to be an investigation to him going to Doonbay.
You'll find that Donald Trump would like to have Nikki Haley instead of Pence.
But Nikki Haley don't want Donald Trump. That's the problem.
That might be a problem there.
She's
got
already
more sense than him.
She came out before even any of that came out, and she said that there was no way she was going to be his second.
Yeah, no, because she has a future.
No.
You know, she's been U.S. The envoy.
That's why she got out.
The ambassador.
She's the only one that left.
Yeah, with any dignity.
On good terms. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, she left with her dignity intact, and got out and decided this ain't for me no more. See you later. And but she's the only one that has any integrity on the side, and I don't know how much of that I want to really give her, because again,
she's the only one that had any common sense.
That's true.
It's not going to be her. He'd want his daughter then to run his partner.
Oh yeah, let's do that.
Yeah, that'll never happen.
What, John?
What's that, Dave? Dennis?
Velda and Leo are in the blue room.
Oh, all right. Yeah, I can't do nothing about it. Travis got everything over there, and he just left the room unless I crawl. Let me go over there, and I'll go and get him in. Hold on. Hold on, everybody. I'll be right back.
Your time.
Due to technical difficulties, John had to leave the room for 5 minutes.
After
he will be back soon.
He'll be right back.
Captain, I'm not a technician. I'm a talk show host.
Yeah.
Well, at least John's wearing pants today.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Hold on, everybody. I'll be right back.
I just made it in somehow.
Oh, there you go.
Here we are.
Yep, there we are.
Y'all don't be talking behind my back while I'm gone.
Oh, we already did.
Go back and watch this video. I'll hear what y'all are saying.
We could talk about you in front of your face.
All right, I'm back.
Yeah.
Did it work?
No, we just.
We're just basically said the Cowboys are.
Oh, look, Miss Linda's. Go ahead.
I said behind your back. I was talking about your ass.
Oh, there you go. Hello, Leo. How are you, buddy?
How are you doing? Hi, Jenny. I'm talking about you, not his.
Not his. Yeah, that's my Jenny. I know. Pretty ass. If you're talking about a pretty ass, you got to be talking about hers. I missed Miss Linda. She's still up there. Y'all talk amongst you. She did?
She just popped in.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she just popped on now, so.
Okay, Travis should be back in just a second.
Go back over and drag her in.
Not a problem.
No, when you left, we said due to technical difficulties,
That's
John
it.
will be back in 5 minutes.
Yeah,
Please hold on.
Please hold on. Technical difficulty. Did they have a donut
Yeah,
and a
go
bun
check
come
on
out?
the Cowboys.
Yeah. Oh,
I gotta
please.
go dump some spaghetti noodles. I'll be
Somebody
right
give me
back.
somebody give me an update on the Cowboys. What they doing?
Cowboys are kicking their ass.
Good
Like
deal.
35-10.
As well they should. As well they should. See it is. Y'all just haters. That's it. That's all right. We'll get over it, baby.
Well, I expected the
I'm making a
Cowboys
list.
to win.
I'm
I
making a
expect
list.
the Cowboys to win. And I expect them to win next week.
Who they
Then it's
play?
going to go downhill from there.
We'll get 1 or 2 under the belt, and that's it, huh? Oh shit. Well, Leo, how's it been going, buddy? You been keeping busy? You got you been doing your rant?
Yeah, I'm busy. I'm just the last few days. This whole I mean, John, everybody. It's something new every fucking day.
Every
What the
freaking
hell
day,
do you
buddy.
catch up?
It's something new. Chaos. That's
You
what he
know,
loves. You
Some
know?
of it I like, though. I mean, I'm looking at the House of Representatives and saying, you know what? They're opening up a whole new can of worms.
Oh,
Good for them.
Yeah, they're expanding their inquiry. They're going to start looking at everything, as well they should. You know, that's their job.
He give us the biggest laugh we have had in a very long time.
Sharpie
with
game.
that Sharpie.
Do you have a Sharpie? I got mine right here. See, I got mine.
That's going
It's
to
handy,
take a
baby.
real long time for him
Case
to live down.
In case I need to change any government maps or any government information, all we have to do is just whip out a Sharpie and just change the numbers or some shit. See, I'm winning.
I heard you guys talking a minute ago about a few people that, you know, we have to be careful. We're going to be easily divided. We really are.
Mattis spoke about that And it kind of, it hit hard. It hits close because Mattis was talking about what's wrong with this country, and that is that we are now a divided nation, and there's no middle of the road. He talked about we used to go through a campaign, elect a president, and then that party would go into governance. But we don't go into governance anymore. We are in a perpetual campaign mode in this country now. And it is divided,
it's
baby.
It's condensing, though. It truly is condensing because it isn't just Trumpy and his. The Russians have figured this shit out, man.
Well,
they know that, I didn't even really think about it a lot. I knew it. But Bernie's camp in the whole 2016 election, there was a whole lot of misinformation out there then, and I think they're using it even more.
And we're gonna see it more now. And there has been no effort by this administration to put any halt to it, to put any money into strengthening it or our voting laws. Nothing. And it's like they are inviting it again. So
I don't know if I'm talking to a Bernie bro or I'm talking to a Russian bot when I'm online.
We'll just keep speaking the truth, baby. It doesn't matter who it is. If it's a bot or, we take our position and that's it. Now, I'm sure I've talked to several bots and assholes because they just, they want to hold their line. Well, we're the old saying, we're going to agree to disagree. No, I'm going to agree that you're an asshole and you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. And you have no desire to do anything. It's
the old adage, John. It's he's playing the game of divide and conquer.
Yes, that's it. But
playing as well,
but y'all take close notice that the divide is not an equal divide. It is not an equal divide. He's got a 38% approval rating at best, and push comes to shove, how many people in this country are going to stand up on his side? It's not half, baby. It's only going to be about 30%.
They're going so hard from the Bernie side. That's why they're doing it. They know that
got
if
to attack
Democrats, then they got a chance.
Well, what we have to be as Democrats and as voters, as Americans in general, is to be cognizant of what a news story is. If it looks shitty and looks over the top, check it out, because it could be a fake story to stimulate that hate and that divide. And so it is something that we all have to watch.
Actually, I posted a few things the other day that actually came from good sources, but it wasn't against Bernie so much as showing, look, guys, if you see this thing and it seems outrageous, it gets down to the whole, if it walks like a duck, smells like a duck, swims like a duck, it's a duck.
It's a duck. So don't fuck with the duck.
If you got that from the Bernie camp, take a good look at where it came from. Take a real good look at who put that out there.
Well, I don't get I get a lot of stuff from the Beto campaign because I was a big Beto supporter during the Senate race here, and but I'm not on anybody else's list, I guess. But Bernie, I understand now is an even running with it's Biden, Warren, and Bernie are pretty much even now. So
any of the ones that have an early state primary are showing them pretty much neck and neck.
Yeah.
And honestly, Bernie is not exactly he isn't at the top of my list, but it's more personality than anything else. So if Bernie is the one that ends up being the choice, I'll go there.
Oh, baby, I'm voting for him. It's blue no matter who. That's got to be the battle cry of this election. I don't, what was that Bill Maher used to say? If if the chicken's not if the fish is not there, eat the chicken, or whatever it is. If it's blue, you vote Democrat this time. No more of this bullshit of, I'm not voting because my guy or my girl didn't win. That's not the ticket. The ticket is
that was a fight I got into just yesterday with one of them.
No, we can't have that shit. No, we can't have that shit. Don't bring up that and tell me, well, John, if Bernie doesn't get it, I'm not going to vote, or Warren doesn't get it, I'm not going to vote. Because I'll call you out on that bullshit. Because that's what it is. Because what you're telling me is that your personal pride is worth more than your country.
Exactly.
So I will not take that shit as an answer.
And you're okay with a despot being in control of this country.
If you're going to tell me you're not going to vote because your guy didn't win, well, what is your vote for? Because it's not for your country. It's a personal thing with you, and you just got your panties in a wad and your feelings. Beto didn't win. I got heartbroken over that shit. I knew he was going to take the Senate here the Senate spot here in Texas, and he didn't. But and then he jumped into the presidential race, and everybody thought, well, John's going to jump right on him for president. I like the guy. If he would have took off, I'd still be supporting him. But in this field, I don't feel like he has a shot at the president. I wished he would have stayed here in Texas and ran against Cornhole. But MJ Hager's doing a hell of a job, and I think she might have a possibility. Texas, if y'all haven't noticed, has been put into that swing category. We're we're in that spot where, and we have been blue before.
4 or 5.
John, tell you what, I'll bet you up here that Texas goes blue before Tennessee does.
It might be. Tennessee's going to be tough, baby. We're in good competition here for that, and unfortunately, but it could happen. But I'm proud to say that we got 4 or 5 now. I forgot 4 or 5 right here in Texas that are not going to run again, that have seen the light and going to move on about their business, and stories coming about how the state has changed since 2016 and how much more influx we've had.
That may be one of the biggest stories in this whole political thing. Is how many Republicans are jumping ship. Well, they're not really jumping ship. They're just saying, "Okay, I can't stay on this ship. I'd rather lifetime."
I think a lot of them are trying to save their political career. If they want to run later on, they don't want to be tied to this piece of shit because it's too much stuff they can throw at you. Well, you stood right there next to Donnie Boy when he was doing all the shit slinging. He pulled her out of his ass, and you didn't say anything.
One thing, John, there is a thing in all of this that I would like to put in for our more progressive folks, and I know we probably have some on here right now.
Oh yeah.
I reminded folks in this whole blow up that I had with a Bernie bro that we have never in this country. It's who we are in this country. We are not quick to change. We take a while.
Oh no! Resistance to change is a big thing, baby.
What I pointed out to them, if you do not know this, you should, within the context of the original drafts of the Declaration of Independence, was the abolition of slavery. That was a part of the original context of the Declaration of Independence. But it was taken out by North and South Carolina demanding, nope, we have our peculiar institution. Right. It took 100 years to get rid of that. Right. From there, it took another 100 years for black women to get to vote.
Oh, baby, we're still not there. We're not there yet. We're still fighting. For women's rights, for minority rights, for you name it. We're LGBT rights. We're there. We're still fighting those battles day by day, and we have to keep on
those progressive things. But I am not naive enough to believe that that's going to happen in 1 or 2 election cycles.
That's where we're at right now, because the things that they're talking about doing are generational things. These are major things. We're talking about universal health care. Should it be that? What we're going to do about climate change. These are things that are going to take generations to change anyway. I've stated my opinion on healthcare. I think it should be a guaranteed right. If you have to scribble it in the damn Constitution, I don't give a shit. It's human life, and if you're going to keep the system we have now, you're putting a price tag on every one of us out here.
The same with environmental protections.
Yes.
And now here we go.
But you know what? When you listen to these
you can
polls
write
that
on
they take and the whole bit, what they're not taking into consideration are the younger generation that has the right to vote this time. Those people are not being polled.
No,
they're not being polled.
Baby, have you been polled, Bernadette? Because they ain't polled me.
I haven't been polled.
No, they ain't polled me.
I don't own a landline.
No. So as we learned, the last election for president, don't pay too much attention to the polls.
Exactly.
Vote with your heart, baby. That's what you need to do.
Yes, I'm not talking about polls. I'm talking about. Please don't think that all of it's going to change overnight.
No.
I would have all of it change. No. I really would, but I don't see that happening.
It's going to be incremental.
It's going to be kicking and screaming the whole entire time. The Republicans are not going to let loose their power grip.
Yeah. No.
So easily.
No. They're
okay. But one thing that I posted on Discord a couple of days ago was the fact that I want to say it was one of those states back east, West Virginia, South Carolina, somewhere around there. There was a court case that lost as far as gerrymandering was concerned, and the state has to redraw the map. District.
Redistricting has to happen in a lot of places.
Right. It does.
And because that case won, and the court said, hey, if you guys don't redraw this map, we'll put in somebody who won't have, a skin in the game to redraw this map. That particular case is going to set the standard or the precedent for a lot of other cases.
Well, I was disappointed with the Supreme Court when they came down and threw it back to the states with their bullshit reasoning that it is a states issue problem, and I think that's bullshit.
Back to John, and this was the case that got the lower courts decided that they have to go and redraw these maps.
They do.
Because it's fair.
We've got that all over the place.
We do, and this country is rampant.
Let's take this outside of the parameters of our boundaries. Dave, do you guys have those kind of issues?
What's that?
The kind of it. Well, it is one of the things that we deal with here is gerrymandering,
districting,
and drawing maps that don't work.
No, it's basic. The rules are simple. You live in a certain area, you're under a certain jurisdiction, and that's it. The number of people in an area doesn't matter. We have a politician that may cover 16,000 square kilometers of land,
right?
And he may only have 500,000 people in that.
Wyoming.
We have another politician who's on, 5 square kilometers, and he's got 2 million people. But it doesn't mean you have more senators because you've got more people. You have a senator for each state. There's no gerrymandering bullshit here.
Yeah.
I wonder if that's got a lot to do with the fact that you guys absolutely have to come up with a coalition government. I love the fact that you have as many parties as you have.
Yeah,
it's called the Commonwealth. It's a Commonwealth system. It's the English system. It's decades old, centuries old.
Yeah.
Well, I sure wish the hell we'd get to it because
I'll tell you what. From what I've seen over in the British Parliament here later, I wish we had a parliamentary system like that, because I would love to see Donnie stand up there and take that kind of whoop ass. Yeah.
Wouldn't that be fun?
It would be entertaining as hell because that's what needs to be done. And
unfortunately, his brother's dead and can't actually, go against him. But Boris Johnson's brother went against him.
Yes, he did. Boris Johnson's own brother's gone out against him. He's an idiot, just like Donnie. But but like I said, the conservatives in this country need to take a lesson from the conservatives over across the pond, baby, because at least they're standing up for the values of their party.
But once again, that brings me back to Dave and their system. It seems to work better than what we're doing.
Yeah. Well, we need to redeem our system.
We have multiple parties, but there's your major parties. But let's say we have 3 parties. We have what you call Democrat, we call over here Labour, and what you call Liberals, we call call Liberals. We call them Labour. And Republicans are our Liberals. The bottom line is we have a Green Party, we have a Marijuana Party. There's 50 parties, mate. But people have a choice. They don't have to choose between the worst of 2 evils.
Yeah. Well,
and I think that's important. I think that having to work together changes everything.
Well, I really want to. The names are up on the screen, so we're going to have to cut this off, I guess. But here, before we go, I want to throw that out there. That it doesn't matter, this primary. I lost my train of thought there for a second. The important thing this primary season is we're going to pick one person, and that's the person. Because what got me distracted is Joy Peters just sat up there and said there's a lot of people saying that they will not vote for anybody but Bernie, and Joy that just. That's a problem, baby. I really have a big problem with that because that's the downfall of democracy. It is
so
that
she's
kind of
saying
thing.
she would vote for the Trump? Is that what she's saying?
They're saying she knows people, and Joy has been on the show before, Joy Peters. She is saying that she has talked to people that are say if Bernie doesn't get, it's Bernie or bust. Those people, and I don't care if it's Elizabeth Warren or bust or Beto or bust. If that is your standing, you're missing the whole meaning behind a democracy. It's not about your feelings, baby. It's not about your panties being in a wad with your guy didn't win. This is our country that we're fighting for. Every one of us needs to accept that responsibility straight into our heart. We can't have that kind of little petty bullshit going on in our head. You know, you might be upset. I was heartbroken Beto didn't get it. But baby, you march on. Somebody has to pick up the banner and you have to go forward with it. We keep marching that banner forward, or this whole thing that we call it a democratic experiment here. It goes down the tube. It falls over like that ship out in the ocean out there right off the coast of Georgia today. Fell over on its side, baby. Just didn't work. Did you have it stacked wrong? We don't know. It was too overloaded or whatever. It sank. And if we don't right our ship and make it tight, our ship is going to sink, baby. And then what are we going to be left with? We're going to be left with some fascist bullshit or some apocalyptic leftover shit from some war that we'd have. This future is up to us, baby. It's up to each and every one of us. So it's you got to play the game, like our motto says, "E pluribus unum." We all win this, baby. One for all for one. You know, we have to stop and realize what this man and the damage that the Republican Party has done to this country. And that's the one fact that you're going to hear from me from now on is the decline, not only to defeat Trump, but the decline of the Republican Party as a whole. They've lost their way. They've lost their integrity, their morals, their fiscal responsibilities. Everything that they ever said that they believed in was a lie. And just like Donnie, they all lie now. It's standard practice within their party, and lie, cheat, and steal, baby. That's should be the Republican motto. Whatever it takes to win, it doesn't matter. And that's a sad day for this country. Anyway, it is time to go, and Travis put the new names up here on the Patreon board, so look it up there. If you're one of our Patreon supporters, your name might be up there. We want to thank all of our Patreon supporters and those that make donations, and people who paint goats and donkeys on oyster shells and stuff like that. It touches our heart, and the donations and stuff keep the bills on, keep the bill payers away, pay the bills, keeps us online, and all that kind of shit. Your donations, and thank you very much, Bernadette, for the T-shirt, the hoodie. I hope you wear that with pride, and that's what keeps us going, and we want to keep our voice active on this medium and others, so we appreciate that. Anyways, let's move by. We really appreciate all your support. Anything you want to throw in there before we check out the door?
I just want to thank everybody for coming in tonight. Today was a really good, productive show, and
see.
You know, I look forward to doing this new, not new, but, you know, the writing in our Congress people. I hope people
that's Travis's idea.
Again, you did it before. We're just doing it again, and this time we have a form that people can easily reach out to us, so we're not just scouring YouTube comments. And
you're going to have a new hat pretty soon.
Oh, am I?
I've seen your hat.
I'm excited.
It is.
I like hats. I like this one Dennis got me. I love this hat.
Yeah. Well,
so.
Robert Eldon got me this one.
Yeah, I was there.
But Donna Bonicosi's got one coming in the mail for you.
Cool. Yeah. I look forward to it. And I appreciate it.
Yeah, I've seen it already. Okay, everybody. I want to say good night and thank you all for coming in. The most important thing that you can always give us is your precious time to come by and visit with you and get in the conversation. But the biggest thing is stay informed and stay involved, baby. This fight's not over, and we got a long way to go. So I love all y'all for coming by and keeping your blue light lit, baby. So y'all take care, and we'll see you later. Bye.
Trying to stop it. Hang on.